Battle Through the Heavens God, the Flame Emperor Chapter 206, Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger vs Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. Wolf King, you and I don't make river water, why is this? The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger's amber pupils stared at the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King not far away, and there was no lack of anger in his voice. Ouch! The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King also howled, and then attacked the Holy Tiger of Heaven. Damn it! Is this Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King controlled by his summoned intelligence? The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger was also vigilant. Facing a powerhouse of the same level, he did not dare to be distracted in battle. Brother, what do you think the Silver Blue Wolf King has against the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger? Yu Jing also asked curiously. I'm not too sure. After all, this is the first time we have summoned it, and the strength of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King is not too clear. However, the summoning scroll of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King made me waste a lot of energy to get it, and its power should not be underestimated. Yu Hui also stared at the two behemoths in the field and said. The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King ignored the words of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger at all, because the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King summoned by the summoning Do skill had lost his original wisdom and became a fighting machine that only knew how to fight according to Yu Hui and the others. It's like brainwashing? This is the tyranny of summoning fighting skills. Absolute loyalty, and you don't have to worry about summons backlash. The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King moved, his strong and powerful forelimbs jumped, and his hind legs were powerful, and in an instant, like a sharp sword resting on a bow and arrow, he swiftly moved towards the place of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. When the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger saw this, the red flames all over his body suddenly began to beat violently. The snow-white fluff on the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger's body was also fluttering in the wind. When surrounded by red flames, it looked quite elegant, but if you look closely, it is possible. It was found that the space around Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger had a slight vibration, and then a more powerful force burst out. This breath. Damn it. When Yu Hui saw the flame aura on the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger, he also understood that the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger who had just fought with them was obviously disdainful of fighting them, so he was teasing them. The current Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger is the real one of it. However, if you look closely, you will find that there is a very small azure blue flame in the red flame on the body of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. This power has a level comparable to that of a human 5-star Dodi. Yu Hui also knew very well that although the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King had the strength not inferior to that of a human 5-star Dodi, he was undoubtedly insignificant compared to the king in the eastern part of the corpse forest. Damn it, Yu Jing, be careful, if the situation isn't right, let us slip away immediately. Yu Hui also snorted coldly. The battle on the field has begun. The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King moved towards the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger at a swift speed. In an instant, he came to the side of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger, and then raised his left wolf claws, which were several tens of feet long, and carried the overwhelming power to face the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. The tiger slapped it fiercely. His eyes are full of greed. This seems to be a simple blow, but it contains the powerful power of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. If there is no defense, this blow is enough to easily kill the powerhouse at the peak of the 4-star Dodi. Although the attack of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King was fast, he could not escape the capture of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. Then the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger's amber pupils also turned abruptly, and then he looked at the attacking wolf claws. Space freezes. The space solidified once again, and the powerful strike of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King was cracked away, and then the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger was not idle. At the moment when the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King was locked by his own space solidification, the right tiger grabbed the red terrifying flames all over his body and attacked the body of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. Shabu shabu shabu. With the attack of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger, although most of the power was blocked by the defense of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King, there were still 3 conspicuous wounds left on the body of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. Through the wound, you can vaguely see that the flesh and blood under the gray hair of the body has some small blue flames remaining, and the blue flame is slowly beating at the wound. The attack of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger is so terrifying. Ow! The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King also howled violently. Obviously, He did not expect that the heavenly fire sacred tiger would actually use the technique of space freezing, so he suffered a big loss. However, although the attack of the heavenly fire sacred tiger was tyrannical, he was still attacked by it. I resisted it, but I didn't expect that the attack of this flame giant claw would actually attach to my body. The shocking wound on the silver blue wolf king's body was even more painful under the scorching heat of the flame. Ow! The silver blue thunder wolf king kept howling, obviously underestimating the flame power of the heavenly fire sacred tiger, and screamed aloud by the scorching flames. Heavenly fire sacred tiger, heavenly fire sacred tiger, as the name suggests, are the most powerful flames. Heavenly fire sacred tiger has grown to the 5th level beast Dodi, and has devoured a lot of flames, although these flames may only be weak beast fires and the like. But the victory lies in the huge number, so the power generated cannot be underestimated. Moreover, the most taboo thing for the Silver King Thunder Wolf King is the blue flames at the 3 wounds on his body. Don't look at the small flames, because the strength of the Silver Blue Wolf King is quite timid, as if the blue flames are extremely terrifying. The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King also ignored the attack of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. Silver rays of light flashed all over his body, and then thunder appeared on his body, because it knows that if the blue flame is not extinguished as soon as possible, then this wound of its own will further expand. When the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger saw this, it didn't stop. It attacked the Silver Thunder Wolf King, who was eager to extinguish the blue flames on his body. There were several scars, but the blue flame did not appear. Ouch! The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King finally extinguished the blue flame on his body, so he screamed a few times angrily. At this time, he also understood that if this went on, he would definitely not be the opponent of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King himself was already injured. On the other hand, the Fire Sacred Tiger that day, the flames on his body continued to surround him, and his strength became more and more courageous. This Yujing was also stunned as she watched the battle on the field. What kind of game was this playing? And the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King was directly crushed. Shut up. Give it the rest of your power. After Yu Hui finished speaking, he also started the exercise, with silver light flashing from his body, and he walked away towards the body of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. With the injection of the power of the 2 silver rays of light, the aura of the Silver Wolf King also became stronger. The Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King's one-eyed stared at the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger, and then seemed to have a plan. The breath of the whole body soared to the extreme, the terrifying silver light filled the whole body, and the power of thunder was constantly beating on the body, just like a Thunder King. The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger also understood that the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King was planning to kill with one blow, so the breath of his body was raised to the extreme, and then the flame was compressed. An extremely hot flame breath and an extremely huge thunder breath, 2 huge breaths also permeated the sky, forming a different kind of scenery on the 2nd floor of the corpse forest. What kind of aura is this? How powerful? Many people in the 2nd floor of the infernal core were attracted by the sky-piercing thunder and flames. Where is Xiaoyan? Mu Feng also asked. Why does this flame smell so weird? Let's go, and have a look. After Xiaoyan finished speaking, he also headed towards the destination first. It's actually a battle between the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King and the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. This is a rare encounter. It just so happened that I also went to see the kid who entered the secret realm. A rather handsome man also said, taking a closer look at the man. He was the one who discovered that Xiaoyan had entered the secret realm and was enjoying the Chapter 207, Sacred Fire vs. Thunder Penalty Rain. Breakthrough. The terrifying thunder was attached to the body of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King and continuously flowed, and the originally majestic Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King's body also swelled a lot. Because of the scar, obviously this silver thunder is not mortal. Seeing this, the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger was unwilling to be left behind. The red flames instantly covered every inch of the skin on his body, and his amber pupils stared at the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. A signal of a decisive battle pervades the mountains in the east of the infernal forest. The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger and the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King in midair are like a gunpowder thread, catching at one point. Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. Destroy it for me. Yu Hui also said in an orderly manner. Just after Yu Hui finished speaking, the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King in midair, his huge gray pupils suddenly turned, and the thunder all over his body was instantly confused in the entire sky. A large area of the sky is densely packed with the power of thunder. The power of thunder is silver. If Xiaoyan is here, Xiaoyan recognizes the power contained in the thunder at a glance. Compared to the power of the 9-color pill lightning, it will not be too much. The thunder on the body of the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King is enough. The thunder in the entire sky is born from the thunder on the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King. At this time, the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King is like a rain of lightning, standing amidst thousands of extremely terrifying thunderbolts in the sky. His gray pupils stared at the heavenly fire sacred tiger tightly. Sacred Fire Tiger also seemed to find that there were so many terrifying thunderbolts around him, so the flames that originally covered his body formed a barrier around his body and easily blocked these silver thunderbolts. Then the heavenly fire sacred tiger raised his arrogant head. His amber pupils stared at the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King, and the flames all over his body gathered in front of his mouth. At this time, the flames were not red, but crimson, and there was still a hint of crimson in the crimson. A faint azure flame. At the mouth of the heavenly fire sacred tiger, a terrifying force compressed by the flame energy also suddenly formed. Isn't this big tiger not too stupid? I also know how to use the flame power in my body like this. In order to avoid the battle in the sky, Mu Yingying was sitting on the branch of a large gray tree, with her pink hands on the branch. He sat down slightly, his slender legs swaying back and forth under the branches. If Xiaoyan despised me here, he would be surprised to find that the power used by the heavenly fire sacred tiger is the same as that of Xiaoyan, because both of them are the power to compress the flame, so that a powerful enough power burst out in an instant. However, the difference is that what Xiaoyan fuses and compresses is a different heavenly fire, while this heavenly fire sacred tiger compresses a kind of ordinary flame beast fire. But this is the case, this heavenly fire sacred tiger can use the power of compressing flames, which is enough to show the ability to control the flame has reached a terrifying realm. Brother, it looks like we won. Yu Jing also looked at the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King, who was filled with thunder in the sky, and at the compressed heavenly fire sacred tiger with a space of several meters and suddenly laughed. Yu Hui ignored his brother. With his eyesight, it was not difficult to find out what the heavenly fire sacred tiger seemed to contain. Brother, why don't we take action so that the heavenly fire sacred tiger will never turn over? Yu Jing also said sinisterly. No, after the previous attack of the heavenly fire sacred tiger, and after adding the power we gave to the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King just now, our current strength can only protect ourselves. As for the shot, Yu Hui also refused, and then turning his eyes to where Mu Yingying was, feeling the peak strength of the huge 4-star Dodi, Yu Hui shook his head. Another reason why he didn't take action against the heavenly fire holy tiger was Mu Yingying. He didn't even hesitate at all. If he made a move, then Mu Yingying, who was the first in the trial, would also make an instant move. If he didn't have the trump card of the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King, and gave Yu Hui 100 courage, he wouldn't dare to provoke Mu Yingying. A deep fear came, and Yu Hui's eyes were also plunged into the sky. As long as the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King defeated the heavenly fire sacred tiger, then everything was easy to say. But if it failed, then the battle in the sky has also entered the white-hot stage. The attack of the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King and the heavenly fire sacred tiger was also brewing to the extreme, and they burst out. I saw that in the sky, the silver Thunder Wolf King was filled with extremely high concentration of silver thunder, and a huge energy filled the silver thunder. And then with the howl of the silver thunder Wolf King, the whole body was covered. The extremely high concentration thunder slammed towards the heavenly fire sacred tiger. On the other side, the terrifying energy formed by the mouth of the heavenly fire sacred tiger was compressed and condensed from its entire body of flame energy. It looked like a ball of light. The moment the ball of light appeared, the entire space was filled with shattering sounds of varying degrees. The attack of the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King is called Thunder Punishment for 1,000 Rains. This is the strongest strike of the silver-blue Thunder Wolf King. It uses a high concentration of thunder power to form a huge thunder net, and it rushes away at the target. There is a powerful destructive power and anesthesia power in the thunder, and the Anesthetizing opponent is using the destructive power to inflict heavy damage. This is the strongest strike of the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King. Even the ordinary 4-star Do De Peak powerhouse can only fall with hatred. The light ball of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger is called Heavenly Fire Jade. Jade is to compress and seal the most beautiful and expensive things to form a beautiful jade. This Skyfire Jade comes from this. Heavenly Fire Jade compresses the flame energy in the Heavenly Sacred Tiger's body to generate terrifying power to carry out a single destructive force, and its destructive power and terrifying temperature are also terrifying. Heavenly Fire Jade and Thunder Punishment Thousand Rains slammed into each other in the next moment. The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger and the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King are also staring at the two forces that are fighting, and then a steady stream of power is constantly being delivered, because they also know that once whoever is exhausted in this battle, then the end will be the same. Boom boom boom. The terrifying power of thunder and the power of scorching flames are mercilessly intertwined like enemies. The power of thunder carried by Thunder Punishment Thousand Rains is like a big net. As soon as the two collided, they were wrapped around the flame light ball Heavenly Fire Jade. Although the fiery red light ball struggled hard, the fiery red light ball was instantly wrapped by the silver thunder net. After being wrapped, the light ball did not seem to struggle. Just above the fire red light ball, there is a trace of blue flame beating. Seeing that he had the upper hand from the beginning, the Silver-Blue Wolf King couldn't help but let out a sinister smile. Then, before the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King's smile spread out, the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger snorted coldly, and a very loud howl sounded. And with the howl of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger, the Skyfire Jade wrapped in thousands of thunders also burst out. Boom boom boom. Sparks are flying all over the sky. Where is there any power of thunder? Some are just huge enough to feel hot flames. At the moment when the Heavenly Fire Jade exploded, the space in midair was also shattered, which was caused by this terrifying destructive power. However, a very small azure flame on the Skyfire Jade also quietly moved towards the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King. Until now, Yu Hui didn't realize how stupid his decision was this time. The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger is really amazing. From a pavilion, there was also an Chapter 208, Yu Hui two brothers escaped. In fact, the strength of the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King is also tyrannical, but he was defeated so quickly when he encountered the azure flame. The weak blue flame separated from the Skyfire Jade, and then went towards the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King. In an instant, he attacked the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King, and then the huge thunder net of Thunder Punishment of 1,000 Rains launched by the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King disappeared out of thin air. It's no wonder that the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King suddenly stopped his hand, because that azure blue flame made it feel the wave like death. The Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King is now at a stalemate with the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. Although the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger's Heavenly Fire Jade attack is very powerful, the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King is also confident that he can compete with the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. Blue Thunder Wolf King underestimated the flame power of the Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger. That seemingly weak blue flame just came to the body of the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King when he was young. The Thunder Wolf King had to stop the offensive in his hand and concentrate on dealing with the damage caused by this blue flame. Although it is not clear what the blue flame is, judging from the ferocious expression on the Silver-Blue Wolf King's face, the damage caused by this blue flame is in no way inferior to the attack of the Skyfire Jade in his body. It is absolutely impossible for ordinary flames to have such terrifying destructive power. As for Xiaoyan's powerful abnormal fire, it is also impossible to have such powerful destructive power. In this case, it can only be that kind of thing. Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King quickly calculated in his mind that although it was summoned to control its mind, it did not mean that it lost its own thinking. It just obeyed the summoner's orders to fight, but many instincts were still retained. Thinking of that kind of thing, the one eye of the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King became frightened, and only that kind of thing has such terrifying power. The Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King's body was turned upside down by the tiny blue flame, so the thunder all over his body also moved towards the body, trying to get rid of the naughty blue flame. The thunder in the sky was taken into the body by the Silver-Blue Thunder Wolf King and went madly against the blue flame. Under the destructive power of the thunder, the blue flame finally disappeared. After all, this blue flame is only Mu Yingying. It is distributed to the heavenly fire holy tiger to absorb, so the power is naturally much smaller. The blue flame was resolved, and just as the silver thunder wolf king was preparing to attack the heavenly fire sacred tiger in a cohesive offensive, the silver blue thunder wolf king seemed to remember that the sky fire jade in midair was still there, and his own thunderbolt was still there. Punishment of 1,000 rains was dismissed by himself because the tiny blue flame invaded his body. Boom boom boom. The terrifying flame energy exploded from the skyfire jade, and then heavily attacked the body of the silver blue thunder wolf king. Suddenly, the angry roar of the wolf king filled the sky. In the sky at this time, since it was only the sudden stop of the attack of the silver blue thunder wolf king, the situation also showed a one-sided form. On the body of the silver blue thunder wolf king, the flames of the sky attached to it, and the body with many wounds became more sensitive and painful under the action of the hot temperature. The heavenly fire sacred tiger was like a king at this time, and a terrifying aura emanated from his body. Facing the silver blue thunder wolf king, the strong should have due respect for the strong. The heavenly fire sacred tiger was also suddenly covered in flames, and then the speed was increased to the extreme, and it flew towards the silver blue thunder wolf king. Bang bang bang. The heavenly fire sacred tiger turned into an extremely sharp scabbard, piercing through the scarred silver blue thunder wolf. The heavenly fire sacred tiger is a one-hit kill. No one can challenge its dignity as the king of beasts in the eastern part of the corpse forest. At this moment, what the silver blue wolf king has in his one eye is only a strong thirst for war, and he is full of hatred at this time. It is not that it hates the heavenly fire sacred tiger, it hates being summoned by Yu Hui and Yu Jing, two people who are greedy for life and fear of death. Although it is its mistake to underestimate the heavenly fire sacred tiger, it is also one of the few powerhouses in the wolf clan. Disappointed. Ow. Even if his body was so seriously injured, the silver blue thunder wolf king roared unwillingly. Damn it. Yu Hui also scolded secretly, and then watched Mu Yingying, who was swinging her slender legs back and forth on the branches in the distance, swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Those slender legs and rosy cherry lips, if she could. This time, I came to challenge Mu Yingying. Although it is said that the competition for the first place is the most important, there are also some other meanings in it. After all, love for Zhongshan is more for beauty, and so beautiful, it would be impossible for the two of them to have no evil thoughts. Then Yu Hui and Yu Jing were not procrastinators, so they had to let go of the evil thoughts in their hearts, and then saw the silver blue thunder wolf king above. The sky suffered such a powerful attack by the heavenly fire sacred tiger, and the breath became weaker and weaker, and it was also known that with this ending, the two looked at each other. Go. After speaking, the two turned into a meteor and escaped. Mu Yingying also smiled. If you run fast, otherwise you will lose more than just points. The silver bell-like voice was full of killing intent. Because from the way the two of them looked at her before, they knew that neither of them were serious people. As Mu Yingying's words just fell, a conspicuous text was projected in front of her from the token in her arms. The 10th place Yu Hui and the 21st place Yu Jing challenged the 1st place Mu Yingying and lost. At the same time, the same scene appeared in front of the countless people remaining in the infernal corpse forest. The three people who walked towards the battlefield on the 2nd floor of the infernal corpse forest, a young man with a heavy ruler on his back also looked at the shocking words in front of him, thought for a moment, and then seemed to be thinking about something. He paused for a while after looking at the information on Mu Yingying, who was ranked number 1. There was no change, and there was a trace of fiery in his eyes. Follow me. As he said that, the ancient ruler of eternal fire also appeared in his hand, and an extremely hot feeling spread throughout his body. Xiaoyan, where are you going? Mu Feng also said with a puzzled look. Could it be? Yuero also looked at the 1st place on the token and murmured. When the words fell, the two of them turned into a meteor and followed Xiaoyan. In the battlefield, the figure of the silver blue thunder wolf king is also gradually illusory, as if it can disappear at any time. Big Tiger, you did a good job this time. Mu Yingying also quickly came to the figure of the heavenly fire sacred tiger, stroking the fluff on the snow-white forehead of the heavenly fire sacred tiger. It was fluffy here, and Mu Yingying's pink palms were also fond of it. This friend is still showing mercy. A silent voice also appeared in this sky. As soon as the voice fell, a handsome man with a white figure appeared in front of Mu Yingying and Sacred Fire Tiger. Ow! The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger also guarded Mu Yingying behind him vigilantly, and then stared blankly at the handsome man in front of him. It felt an unheard of death smell from the man in front of him. Mu Yingying on the side also raised her eyebrows slightly, her egg-like smile also became serious, and an invisible wave emanated from the handsome man in Chapter 209, in the Battle of Tigers and Wolves, Xiaoyan is behind. Silver Moon Heavenly Wolf, you and I don't violate the river water, what's the point of coming here today? The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger also said quietly, and terrifying flames also emerged around him, firmly protecting Mu Yingying. Hehe, I have nothing to do this time. This Silver Blue Wolf King's life is not over yet, so, this time he came here mainly for it. The handsome man laughed after he finished speaking. This is a summoned item of human beings. If you have a way, you can naturally take it. The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger also said quite generously. Oh, is this true? The handsome man also wondered. My Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger can't catch up with a single word. Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger's breath soared to the extreme, ready to deal with emergencies at any time. If that's the case, then I'm welcome. The handsome man waved his hand casually, and the illusory figure of the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King solidified, and the flame on it was instantly extinguished. Then the handsome man opened his mouth, and the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King was swallowed in. After doing this, the handsome man also disappeared into the sky in the eastern part of the corpse forest. Big Tiger, what is that? Mu Yingying also wiped the sweat from her pink cheeks and asked gently. The moment that handsome man appeared just now, Mu Yingying felt that the douqi in her body had solidified. This is unheard of. My little ancestor. That's the most powerful existence in the entire infernal corpse forest. Shall we not provoke him? The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger also said like a prayer. The most powerful existence in the Yin corpse forest. Mu Yingying also bit her lips slightly, looking surprised. I am the king of the eastern part of the second floor of the corpse forest, and he is the king of the entire corpse forest. Silver Moon Heavenly Wolf. Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger's words also fell. But Mu Yingying could hear some respect in her words. Silver Moon Heavenly Wolf, it's no wonder that he saved the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King, who was originally a gang. Mu Yingying also pouted. He could see at a glance that the handsome man did not really devour the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. That's just a space method. It's so boring here, I'm going to the third floor. After Mu Yingying finished speaking, she turned into a blue light and left. Little ancestor, wait for me. The Heavenly Fire Sacred Tiger also hurriedly transformed into a human appearance and followed. Xiaoyan, where are you going? Mu Feng also said depressedly. He could already feel a lot of extremely powerful aura on the second floor here. When the time comes, you will know, we are hurrying. Xiaoyan also laughed. In fact, when Xiaoyan was fighting in the eastern sky on the second floor of the Yin Corpse Forest, the ancient ruler of the Eternal Fire said to Xiaoyan, I believe you also discovered the first place. There is no change in the points of, and it is reasonable to say that it beats the second place, so the points should be increasing. What does this mean? I don't need to say more, right? Do you have a solution? Xiaoyan was also quite happy about this. Xiaoyan really discovered this and went to the place where Yu Hui and the two escaped. If he could reap the benefits of this fisherman, then the consequences. Xiaoyan felt excited just thinking about it, but even though he had this plan, Xiaoyan found that the ghost energy on the second floor of the corpse forest was very heavy, and even his emperor-level ordinary soul power could not be detected beyond 1,000 meters. Xiaoyan, don't you need points? Why don't we make a deal? Long Yi also said indifferently, since the Golden Dragon King resides on Xiaoyan, it will also be of great benefit to his future, and once the Golden Dragon King returns to the Dragon Clan to unify the Dragon Clan, then your position is also. What deal? Xiaoyan also spoke with Long Yi while flying towards Yu Hui and the two with his heart. Hehe, although this is too far for you now, you must help the Golden Dragon King return to the Dragon Clan in the future. Long Yi also said, obviously the Golden Dragon King has the most lofty status in Long Yi's mind. I promise you, although I'm not strong enough now, but when I'm strong enough, I don't need you to say that I will help my master to return to the Dragon Clan and unify the Dragon Clan. Xiaoyan also said sadly. Obviously his master Golden Dragon King avoided it. Not to mention, but Xiaoyan could still guess from some emotions what should have happened. Okay, since we can be admired by the king of the dragon clan, who has high eyes and low hands, then he will definitely not be an ordinary person. I will trust you once and help you with all my strength. I don't dare to say anything else, but no one is more familiar with this infernal corpse forest than me. Long Yi also laughed. Let's go. Ghost Chi has a huge impact on your perception, but I have lived here for thousands of years, and this kind of impact can be considered negligible. After Long Yi finished speaking, his dragon eyes suddenly shrank. The next moment, it was the discovery of Yu Hui and Yu Jing. West, let's go. After Long Yi finished speaking, Xiaoyan's speed also skyrocketed. This kind of opportunity is not waiting for me. Hey, Xiaoyan, slow down. What are you doing in such a hurry? Mu Feng also said, extremely depressed, and the moment he spoke, he followed Xiaoyan's pace. On the other hand, the situation of Yu Hui and Yu Jing is not optimistic at this time. It should be that the battle with Mu Yingying just now not only cost a lot of blood to summon the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King, but also to the Silver Blue Thunder Wolf King. A lot of thunder attribute vindictiveness has been injected, so the two of them now are like fish to be slaughtered on the chopping block. After the two of them lost the battle, I also fled quickly. They knew how powerful Mu Yingying was, not to mention that there was a heavenly fire sacred tiger beside him who was comparable to a human 5-star fighting emperor, so they had no choice but to flee. After all, they stayed so that Qingshan was not afraid of running out of firewood, but Mu Yingying did not chase after them, and their points were retained. Now they just need to calm down and wait for the injury to recover. Brother, this Mu Yingying is so cunning. Yu Jing's sluggish voice came from a small cave with a size of 10 feet. Damn Mu Yingying and the heavenly fire holy tiger, wait for me. After the injury is healed, I will definitely take revenge. Yu Hui also gritted his teeth. The reason why they dared to challenge Mu Yingying is that on the one hand, they have the trump card of the Silver Blue Wolf King, and on the other hand, they have information. Unfortunately, the information was wrong, and they did not expect that Mu Yingying was surrounded by such a powerful magical beast guardian. Damn Kaiyo Huo bird. You actually sold fake information to us. Yu Hui was also annoyed, but thinking about it carefully, this Chu Huaniao was also the 8th place in the points plundering competition. How could he sell the first place information to himself? This is obvious. It was a deliberate murder. It seems that the second brother Yu Hui is talking about me, but these two brothers are also hopelessly stupid. How could this first place be taken by you so easily? The one beside Mu Yingying is comparable to 5 human beings. I deliberately concealed the heavenly fire sacred tiger of the mid-stage Dode. It's for those huge points on you. Ha ha ha. Search for me and find the 2 seriously injured brothers. The points on their bodies are yours. Not far away, a man with some scars on his face also said. After he finished speaking, the men beside the man also dispersed. If Yu Hui was here, he would be able to discover that this person is Chu Huoniao. It's in the cave in front. Long Yi's voice. Chapter 210, Fierce Battle, the 10th place in the points looting competition. Be careful, Yu Hui, who was 10th, and Yu Jing, who was 21st in the points grabbing competition, is below. After Xiaoyan finished speaking, he also quietly pinched the ancient ruler behind his back. The huge soul power is also quietly covering the 3 people, and the breath of the 3 people is like disappearing. The inscription of sacred movement at his soul realm, the spiritual power in the body, also quietly pervaded the cave. This Mu Feng was also extremely excited when he heard the words. It turned out that Xiaoyan was playing this abacus. No wonder he was so eager, and immediately there was a wooden sword in Mu Feng's hand. Sure enough, Yuoro also smiled with her lips, and then followed carefully in front of the 2 of them. It was obviously the first time to do such a sneaky thing, and there was a bit of dullness. Big brother, what are we going to do now? In the cave, Yu Jing said after confirming that there was no one around. However, the 2 of them are already fishy flesh, because Xiaoyan's huge soul power has wrapped Yuoro and Mu Feng, so naturally they couldn't find it with their soul power, not to mention their severely injured body. The plan now is to recover from the injury first here, and then delay it until the last few days of the points grabbing competition. The real decisive battle should be at that time. By that time, it's not too late for us to take revenge. Yu Hui also said resentfully. Are there any traces of anyone around here? Yu Hui also asked that his younger brother was too careless, so he couldn't achieve great things in the future. No one. Yu Jing also affirmed. Hearing that, Yu Hui also checked his surroundings, and found that he was sitting cross-legged after finding no one. Let's start, it will take a lot of time to recover from the injury. Yu Hui closed his eyes first after he finished speaking, and silver light appeared all over his body, repairing his injured body with traces of moisture. In the cave, Yu Hui and Yu Jing are doing their best to recover from their injuries. After all, in this corpse forest, only their own strength can protect themselves. Yura, you and Mu Feng will deal with Yu Jing. I'll deal with the remaining ash. Do it. Xiaoyan's voice echoed in the minds of the two of them. Just after Xiaoyan's voice was delivered, terrifying power fluctuations also emanated from the cave that was originally exuding a faint silver light. Xiaoyan take the lead in attacking, and the ancient ruler of eternal fire in his hand slashed heavily towards Yu Hui, and suddenly a tens of feet of light with soaring flames headed towards Yu Hui. Above the milky white flame, there is a giant dragon constantly circling. Its power is more powerful than Xiaoyan's previous display. Yura and Mu Feng were not idle either, and they launched extremely strong attacks for a long time. Damn it, who is it? Yu Hui also entered a state of vigilance as soon as the turbulent weather appeared, and then pulled Yu Jing up and immediately avoided Xiaoyan's attack. Puff puff. The conditioning was disrupted, and both of them vomited out a mouthful of blood at the same time. Is the heavenly fire sacred tiger chasing after him? Yu Jing also discovered this terrifying attack, and then the attack only required the power of terrifying flames, and also said, no, the power of this flame is even hotter than that of the holy fire tiger that day. Be careful, it might be a contestant. Yu Hui also looked around slightly vigilantly, but helplessly. He didn't find any figure. Seeing that the blow was fruitless, Xiaoyan also smiled. Yu Hui and Yu Jing, two of the late 4-star Dode, even if they are injured now, as the saying goes, a dead camel is bigger than a horse. Not to be underestimated. God moving out. Following Xiaoyan's shout, a quadrilateral energy also slowly came out of Xiaoyan's body, and then attached to the white scroll in front of him, heading towards the cave. The next moment covered the entire cave. The cave at this time was also surrounded by Xiaoyan's formation. This is formation. Damn it, the attack just now was just a cover-up. Yu Hui said. His pupils shrank tightly, and the only remaining fighting spirit in his body was frantically heading towards the 4 formation points in the cave. Try to attack and destroy this formation? Since he's here, there's no reason for you to run away, but it doesn't seem like this fisherman is so good. Xiaoyan also smiled bitterly. This formation can only trap the powerhouses of the 3-star Dode, and it is extremely difficult to deal with these 2 4-star Dode. Strong. You hold them back and give me some time. Xiaoyan's brown pupils also darkened. Then an extremely huge power of terrifying flames is slowly brewing in the body. Yeah. Yuru and Mu Feng also spoke out. Although they didn't know what Xiaoyan was going to do, from the perspective of this huge force, it was obviously an extremely powerful killing move. In the cave of dozens of feet, the flame formation was shrouded, and the space and retreat of the entire cave were immediately closed, and then the power of the flames overflowed everywhere, permeating the entire cave, and it was a defensive formation. But looking at the white scroll in the center of the formation, there are only 3,000 core inscriptions. 3,000 core, it's okay to deal with the 3-star Dode powerhouse. But it is quite difficult to deal with the 2 remaining 4-star Do Emperor powerhouses in the late stage. The 3,000 paths at this time were already Xiaoyan's limit. After all, he didn't know how to cultivate his spiritual power, and the spiritual power improvement was quite slow. However, at this time, Xiaoyan was able to condense 3,000 core inscriptions, which is obviously the benefits that Soul Seed brought to Xiaoyan. Damn it! Who the hell are you guys? Yu Hui also looked around angrily, attacking the 4 corners of the formation while shouting into the cave. In other words, in normal times, even Yu Hui, who is as strong as Mu Yingying, is not afraid at all, but now that the 2 of them are seriously injured, they have to be vigilant. And what puzzled Yu Hui the most was that the people who came to attack them would actually set up a formation. The array mage has been lost for a long time. Even this huge Xian 3 days knows very few formations and can arrange them. Although the strength of this formation is only the strength to trap the power of the 3-star Dodi, but Yu Hui also the complexion became dignified. Yu Jing, take action. Together, break this formation and run. I always feel that something is not right. Yu Hui also said with fear. Now the two of them are only in the middle stage of the 4-star Dodi, and the Doqi in their bodies is only 3 or 4 out of 10. Want to run? How can it be so easy? Mu Feng's voice also appeared in the cave, but Yu Hui and the two were trapped by the formation, so they couldn't find Yuera and Mu Feng. At this time, Yuera and Mu Feng are also continuously sending huge Doqi to support the white scroll of the formation Yin and Yang gossip, the fire of the 5 elements, increase. As Mu Feng's voice fell, the aura of the huge formation that enveloped the entire cave was also skyrocketing. It has actually reached a level that is enough to trap a 4-star Dodi. Powerhouse? Yu Hui also found that although the strength of the person who shot was good, since he was injured and did not dare to confront him head-on, his strength was also quite weak, so the last trace of Doqi remaining on the bodies of Yu Hui and Yu Jing was also at a loss. Soar up. A mere 3,000 pattern formation also wants to trap me. Just let you frogs at the bottom of the well see the strength of the real powerhouses of the late 4-star Dodi. After speaking, Yu Hui and Yu Jing were covered with silver rays of light. Although they lacked stamina, their aura was quickly returning to the terrifying strength of the late 4-star Dodi. Ming Hui finger. Yuan Jing palm. As the fingerprints and palm prints of Yu Hui and Yu Jing with terrifying power slammed into the cave formation, the formation shattered. And Yuero and Mu Feng also spit out blood because of the formation. Xiaoyan, whose eyes were tightly closed, also suddenly opened his eyes at this moment, and an aura of destruction that the two had never seen before quietly appeared.
Hi. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get updated on my latest video. Thank you for watching.